Alright guys, here's some setups for 8.3 for your second assignment for tomorrow. This assignment will be due Friday. Even though Friday is a good Friday, it is not obviously school if we were back in class. But just turn it in by that day, and that way we can you have 2 assignments completed by this week. Okay? So to begin here, I'm going to multiply my coefficients together. So you notice I circled my first 2 coefficients on top and my 2 coefficients at the bottom here. So we're going to multiply these 2 together. So 3 times 6 gives me 18. Okay. 8 times 9 gives me 72. Times. Now, I have x to the 5th. I'm going to multiply it to x at the same base. But the reason why I'm doing this is because when I multiply these 2 together, I can increase their exponent. So the exponent value is 5 here and 1 over here. When I add them together, I get x to the 6th power. Okay. Luckily, they're both positive. That's the reason why they add up to a larger exponent. The next one, y squared times y squared makes it y to the 4th. So notice that the only time my exponents changes if I have like bases. At the very bottom, x times x to the 3rd, there is a 1 here, so x to the 1 times x to the 3rd gives me x to the 4th. And then y to the 1st times y to the 1st over here gives me y squared. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2 for the bottom here, okay? So now, I'm not completely done yet. The next thing I need to do is go ahead and reduce. So, I'm not going to finish all the way. I'm going to let you guys go ahead and finish it, work this out. Remember, think of, can 18 be divisible by the same factor that 17 is divisible by? And you'll probably find out that 18 can go into 72. Now the next thing we're going to take a look at is right here. X to the 6th over x to the 4th. Okay? Remember, when we're multiplying, we add the exponents. But now we're in a division type problem, we can reduce these 2. So think of x to the 6th, okay, divided by x to the 4th. That's really saying x to the 6th minus 4. Okay, so to put it off to the side, I'm going to take a look at this part right over here. So x to the 6th over x to the 4th is really saying x to the 6th minus 4, which will give me x squared. Okay, and that will go on top. Okay, so look like something like this. You have 18 over 72. You'll reduce that fraction. It'll be times x squared. Then times whatever y to the 4th over y squared would be. Okay? So that's the first part here to help you out. Here. Alright. So now the next problem we're going to take a look at . Number 6. Number 6 says 2x squared minus 10x over x squared minus 25 times x plus 3 over 2x squared. So the first thing I'm going to do is factor out some terms to make it look simple. So here I can take out a 2 and I can take out an x from both. So now I have x minus 5. So notice I'm starting my first step of simplification first, and then I'm going to go ahead and multiply them together. All divided by, remember now this should be familiar to you, this is a difference of 2 squares, x squared and 25. 25 is the square of 5. So this will really read x minus 5 times x plus 5. When I say a difference of 2 squares, that means factored apart, you should have something very identical as this 2 factors, but except one will be negative, one will say positive inside. Times still x plus 3 over, now I'm going to go ahead and take this factors apart, 2x times x. The reason why I did that is now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of combine them together to make it look like one giant fraction. So 2x times x minus 5 times x plus 3, the whole thing over x minus 5 times x plus 5 times 2x times x. Okay? Now, everything is being multiplied. So guess what? I can go ahead and start canceling terms out if I see them. Okay, remember, everything's being multiplied. That's why I put things around parentheses. So 2x can cancel out with 2x. X minus 5 can divide by x minus 5. And from there, I'll let you go ahead and figure out what your remaining terms will be. And that will be your answer. Now, number 7, if you take a look at the notes, they have an example just like that on your notes when I put them up tomorrow. So I'm going to help you start this up a little bit, but I won't go all the way. What I need you guys to remember is that when you see something like this, you see a fraction like this being multiplied to a trinomial or to any number at all, you can always write it over 1. Okay? Next, we need to take a look at this part. And we need to remember that this is a difference of 2 cubes. So remember this term, it would be a minus b times a squared. I believe it's minus 2ab plus b squared. So what is my a? My a in this term is the x, okay, and my b is the 1, okay? Alright, so hopefully that helps you out with that. Start that up. Take a look at the notes. If you have any questions, please feel free to go ahead and post them up on Google Classroom after once this comes up on the classwork for tomorrow. Okay? Have a good day, guys.